Chapter 7. The Abyss of Regret. As Lyra led Emily and Jake onward, the gray-washed world of the Veil of Doubt now faded behind them, revealing an unsettling vista. Before them sprawled a massive canyon, chasms yawning like gaping wounds in the earth. The walls of the canyon towered high, dimly lit by a sickly glow that seemed to emanate from deep within its crevices. A swirling green mist pooled below, obscuring the ground and giving the entire place an air of foreboding. "This is the abyss of regret," Lyra explained, her voice laced with gravity. "A chasm that lies buried deep within the earth, where the weight of your past choices and missed opportunities gathers like stones. Here, you will confront all of the regrets that you've tucked away, the moments that haunt your spirit." Emily shivered, staring down into the depths. "It looks menacing. Are you sure we have to go in there?" "I cannot accompany you," Lyra said softly. "This journey requires that you face your own depths alone. Each of you must reckon with the shadows of your past, or you cannot move forward." "But we need your guidance," Jake interjected, concern etching his brow. "What if we get lost?" "You are stronger than you think," Lyra reassured them, her form flickering like a flame against the oppressive darkness. "You must trust in yourselves and in the bond you share. I will watch over you, but this trial is yours to face." With a measured nod, Lyra stepped back, her illuminating presence receding into the mist as she faded into the unknown. Panic clawed at Emily's heart as she took a step closer to the edge, seeing only darkness below. "Stay close," Jake said, wrapping his fingers around Emily's hand. The warmth of his grip steadied her as they approached the mouth of the canyon. But just as they took their first step inside, the ground trembled violently beneath them. A fissure cracked open, snaking like a serpent through the earth, and before they could react, it widened, sending Jake tumbling into the abyss. "Jake!" Emily screamed, her voice swallowed by the roar of the canyon. "Emily!" he shouted back, his voice growing distant. "I'll find you. Just hold on." Heart racing, Emily felt a tug of fear but stifled it with determination. They needed to face this trial even if they had to do it apart. Gritting her teeth, she ventured deeper into the abyss, the mist creeping ever closer, suffocating and sinister. In the crushing darkness, Jake landed hard on a rocky ledge deep within the canyon. Disoriented, he glanced around at the sheer walls around him, rising high above and disappearing into the shadow. A rush of disembodied whispers filled the air, weaving through the canyon like an eerie breeze. "Why didn't you stand up for me?" one voice hissed, twisting into the shape of a friend he had failed to defend in the past. "You could have saved me. Instead, you turned your back." "No, I've changed," Jake shouted, anger flaring within him. "I've fought against the fears that held me back." The shadows pressed in closer, morphing into haunting memories. Each regret materialized into a flickering vision, moments where he had chosen silence over courage, times he should have spoken up or taken a stand but had allowed fear to govern his actions. "You're still that coward," another shadow taunted, taking on a form of Emily, a look of disappointment etched on her face. "She deserves better. What makes you think you can protect her now?" Jake felt the weight of the shadows closing in, wrapping around him, squeezing the air from his lungs. He thought of Emily's unwavering trust, her belief in him despite every flaw he bore. "I won't be trapped here," he roared, every ounce of strength pouring from deep within him. "I refuse to be defined by my past. Emily believes in me, and I'll be better. For her." As if sensing his resolve, the memories began to twist and distort, the forms losing their clarity. Jake pushed through the anguish, fueled by the knowledge that he had overcome so much already. With one last surge of defiance, he shattered the oppressive weight of the shadows, light erupting around him, illuminating a path forward. Meanwhile, in a separate gallery of the abyss, Emily faced her own demons. The mist swirled at her feet, drawing her into visions of her past, her missed chances and moments of doubt. Faces flickered in and out of the shadows, bringing forth haunting memories of times she let fear stifle her voice. "You watched as friends suffered," one whispered, taking shape as a former classmate. You could have made a difference. Why didn't you speak up? No, I'm not that person anymore, Emily shouted, gritting her teeth. I've fought through my fears. I won't let you pull me down. But the shadows responded with mocking laughter, memories whirling faster. A scene flashed before her, an instance when she had failed to stand up for herself. A darker memory seeped in, clinging to her like a second skin. Coward! It hissed, the darkness pushing her down. You can't escape the truth. Yet as despair threatened to close in on her, Emily remembered Jake's words, his unwavering belief in her strength. Drawing in a deep breath, she steadied herself, grounding deep within her core. I choose to grow from my past. I will rise above my mistakes, she declared, her voice reverberating through the abyss. With each word, the shadows recoiled, flickering and dissipating as waves of light surged forth. The glow expanded, and the ground beneath her feet solidified, forming a pathway that led deeper into the canyon. Just ahead, a bright glimmer caught her eye, and she felt a familiar pull, a thread of connection that tugged at her heart, urging her to move faster. Jake! She called, her voice filled with urgency. In response, Jake felt an unmistakable connection igniting within him. Emily? He shouted back, exhilaration surging through him as he pushed deeper into the still-present shadows. When at last they traversed the chasms of regret, light sparkling at the edges of their vision, and just like a force of nature, they drew closer together, both yearning for reunification, both motivated by love undiminished by adversity. As they emerged from the darkness, they were reunited, collapsing into each other's arms, breathless and alive with the thrill of having conquered the abyss. I thought I lost you, Jake exclaimed, relief washing over him as he embraced her. I was scared, but I fought through, Emily responded, joy dancing in her eyes. We made it, together. The light around them pulsed with affirmation, a testament to their courage, as the shadows of regret dissipated, leaving behind only the strength of their shared bond. Together, Jake echoed, determination bright in his gaze. With you, I can face anything. Emily smiled, the warmth of their connection blazing brightly as they stepped into the light that awaited them, ready to embrace whatever challenges lay ahead.